members of the Albany State University family, graduates, members of the graduates' families, friends of Albany State University, alumni, retirees, and to others. It is my privilege as the president of Albany State University to welcome you here this morning. I ask that you remain standing for the invocation by Reverend Dr. Don Adams, pastor of First United Methodist Church. Dr. Adams.
Let us pray. Gracious God, who made us in your own image, we rejoice this day in all that it means as we celebrate the culmination of years of work and sacrifice, as we celebrate years of personal growth, of learning, of maturing, as we celebrate the hope that each graduate feels looking forward. We give thanks for the faculty, staff, and administration of Albany State University. We give thanks for the support of parents and grandparents and friends who celebrate this day with us. We believe, gracious Lord, that this day gives you joy as well, and we rejoice with you in every graduate. In your name we pray. Amen.
Graduation day is a very special day, and it's a very special morning, and a special morning indeed for us because we have 369 members of the Albany State family commencing a new life. As they cross the threshold into the status of alums of Albany State University, they also enter a new realm of choices and opportunities unimaginable to them or to us. It is our prayer that they and we continue to hold the Albany State University banner high, and that I am fully confident that they will represent Albany State University well in all that they do once leaving this great institution. Indeed, I concur with Dr. Green, our provost, who said there's nothing more divine than being on a college campus among the best and brightest. It is indeed a unique experience to be members of a college family, and unique still at Albany State University because we have among us the finest faculty that I've ever encountered in my entire lives. And I ask our faculty to please rise and be recognized. They are indeed the best of the best. Our faculty from Albany State University. Please give them a round of applause. It's also a great day to be here because this day would not be possible without the unstinted support of the members of the families of the graduates of Albany State University, the men and women who are arrayed throughout this hall, who have given their all to see the men and women, the 369 of them who will be graduating, realize their day. So I would ask graduates to please rise and give a round of applause to members of your family who did so much to support you. It is indeed a team effort, and team efforts always call for sacrifices on the part of all. And sacrifices were indeed made. Sacrifices were made by students learning to engage and to adjust to different personalities as roommates, different values, different ideas, different ideals in the classroom setting, different challenges by way of budgeting time and economic circumstances, and the unyielding opportunity to be the very best under all seasons and in all circumstances. Our graduates today have persevered and rightly can say potential realized. One graduate in particular represents this in such spectacular fashion. It is Carlos McKibbins. Mr. McKibbins was to graduate last commencement, was unable to do it because he was involved in an automobile accident and was confined to a wheelchair. But he said, as our president said, yes, I can, yes, we can. and he is here today walking across the stage as a graduate and part of the graduating class. Congratulations, Mr. McKibbins, and to all of our Albany State University graduates. Let the commencement begin. Thank you, Dr. Hood. Thank you, members of the Albany State University Chorale. I would be remiss if I also did not give a special note of thanks to Dr. Mimi Noda, who led us in Elgar's pomp and circumstance in the procession this morning. Thank you, Dr. Noda. So what is the occasion today? The occasion is one in which we commence, and a commencement is a beginning and not an end. Dr. T. Marshall Jones reminds us often that education is a continuing process and that he has been involved in learning his entire life as an educator and musician. We have learned from Dr. Jones the beauty and majesty of music, and we have learned what it means to live a life well taught by self-education beyond the classroom. And that is the charge to our graduates today, to continue the process of self-education. In graduate school and professional school, in the workplace, it will never end. We will always be in the business of educating and re-educating ourselves. And I'd like to, at this moment, introduce the men and women on the platform who have done just that, who have educated and re-educated themselves time after time, day after day, year after year. I will start, I think I better start on this side and come across introducing first Dr. Mike Miller, who is the Interim Associate Provost for Enrollment Services. Next to Dr. Miller is Ms. Wendy Wilson, the Director of Alumni Affairs here at Albany State University. Next to Ms. Wilson is Dr. Joyce Johnson, the Dean of the College of Science and Health Professions. Next to Dr. Johnson, Dr. Leroy Bynum, the Dean of the College of Arts and Humanities. I will skip the next two introductions. They will be done in turn. Sitting next to the vacant chair that I occupy is the Interim Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Richard Green. Next to Dr. Richard Green is Dr. Linda Grimsley, the Assistant Vice President for Academic Affairs. Reverend Don Adams, pastor of United Methodist Church, First United Methodist Church you've met. Next to Dr. Adams is Dr. Kimberly King Jupiter, the Dean of the College of Education. And certainly not least is Dr. Fidelis Ecom, the Dean of the College of Business. Let's give them a round of applause. Now, I indicated there would be two introductions to follow. I will be making one of those, and that is an introduction that gives me a great amount of pleasure because I'm introducing a member of the governing body of the University System of Georgia. That governing body is called the Board of Regents, and the Board of Regents consists of members throughout the state representing sections of the state. And in this instance, our section of the state is the 2nd Congressional District. And our region is none other than Doreen Stiles Portervit, who herself is an educator. Her sensibilities, her joy, her history, her starting profession was that of an educator. She was appointed by Governor Sonny Perdue in 2004 to serve on the Board of Regents, and she currently serves also on the board of the Decatur County Library Foundation and is the past member of the Executive Committee of the Bainbridge College Foundation and the executive boards of the Decatur County Library and the Southwest Georgia Regional Library. She's previously served as public education chairman for the American Cancer Society, president of the Bainbridge Book Club, president of the Decatur County Friends of the Library. She's also been a past director and member of the executive committee of the Friends of the Library USA and served as a member of the Department of Technical and Adult Education Commissioner's External Advisory Committee for statewide public libraries. Regent Portervit earned her undergraduate degree, a master's degree in education, and an education specialist degree from the University of Georgia. Regent Portervit resides in Bainbridge, where she is a member of First Presbyterian Church. Would you join me in giving an Albany State University welcome to Regent Doreen Stiles Porterman?
Thank you so very much. It is both a pleasure and an honor to be here today to celebrate with you. Commencement is one of the most important days, if not the most important day in the life of any college or university. Commencement represents the ultimate goal of everyone involved in higher education. Students have worked so hard toward this day. Faculty and staff have watched, taught, advised, and mentored students to this goal. The Board of Regents views today as another milestone in our never-ending mission to create a more educated Georgia. And certainly parents, thank you, and certainly parents have prayed for this day and their deliverance from tuition. Seriously, all of us are proud of the graduates who we honor and recognize today. You each have my personal congratulations, and on behalf of the entire Board of Regents, I bring you enthusiastic greetings. Thank you. Today, in addition to the privilege of attending commencement, I have the distinct pleasure of introducing the commencement speaker, Dr. Houston Davis. Dr. Davis took up his responsibilities as the university system's new Chief Academic Officer and Executive Vice Chancellor in May. He came to Georgia from the Oklahoma State Regents for Higher Education, a system consisting of 25 universities and colleges where he served as Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs. As the university system's Chief Academic Officer, Dr. Davis is responsible for meeting the academic needs of 315,000 students and approximately 13,000 university system faculty members. He provides leadership to a division at the University System Office that includes academic programs and planning, faculty affairs, student affairs, teacher education initiatives, strategic research and analysis, and information and instructional technology. Georgia is part of a national Complete College America effort to increase college graduation rates. Dr. Davis came to us with an acknowledged national reputation in this important work and has already demonstrated great leadership in our Complete College Georgia initiative. He is also working with the Board of Regents and Chancellor Hank Huckabee to develop our new strategic plan to guide and focus our work in the coming years. Dr. Davis has a tremendous work ethic and a sense of proportion and balance that creates a very positive environment in which he and his associates work. He has a passion for and focus on students and their educational success. Over the past 7 months, I've enjoyed working with him, and I'm delighted with the opportunity not just to introduce him to you, but also to share him. I'm really looking forward to his remarks. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Houston Davis.
Well, President Freeman, Regent Porterman, faculty, staff, alumni, and most importantly, the graduates and your family and friends that are here to see you today. It's an absolute pleasure to get to be a part of the Albany State community's celebration of your accomplishments and your promising futures. You probably have heard the comment made by Gary Trudeau about commencement speeches. He says commencement speeches were invented largely in the belief that outgoing college students should never be released into the world until they've been properly sedated. I certainly hope to avoid doing that to you today, but one thing that I am certain of is that I've got to be on my toes around President Freeman. Let me tell you a little story, and about 87% of what I'm going to say today is the truth. So you may want to listen because this might be part of that 87%. Not long after I came to Georgia from Oklahoma, President Freeman and Chancellor Huckabee decided that they wanted to take me around and introduce me to some folks, show me some of their haunts. And they said, come on along, we'll be glad. And I told them I've got something to do in the Albany area, but they said, we'll get you there on time. So let me set the stage. We've got President Freeman in the driver's seat, Chancellor Huckabee in the passenger seat, and myself, innocent Houston Davis, in the back seat, just riding along. And we got a little behind schedule, as I knew we would, and quite honestly, we were flying to make up lost time. And when the cop hit us with the radar, I promise you we were at least going 40 miles over the speed limit, maybe even 50. So I'm sitting here in the back seat thinking this is going to be a really big ticket at the very least for President Freeman. And here I am with these two, probably some reckless driving citations for all three of us. Who knows? So as we're pulled over, I start worrying about what's next, and I get a little nervous. I'm the new guy. But I thought a little strange. President Freeman and Chancellor Huckabee were as cool as ice in that front seat. So this really young officer comes walking up the car, and he kind of recognized it was a university or state vehicle, so he's thinking, what have I pulled over here? And he comes to the window and says, sir, I'm pretty certain you know why I pulled you over. And at that moment, he looked in, and he was certain he recognized the university president. He said, I'm going to need your license and registration. President Freeman very calmly says, I can't do that. I don't have a license. The cop kind of takes a breath. He said, well, sir, let's see the paperwork for this car. It should be in the glove box. Then Chancellor Huckabee kind of leans over and he says, officer, we can't do that either. You see, if we open that glove box, who knows what you might find? Might be a weapon, something else. And just kind of leaves it floating there. At this point, this young cop knows he's got something by the tail. He's a little wide-eyed and he says, well, sir, why would you have that or even need that? And President Freeman says, well, son, we probably don't need to talk too much about the connection of that possible weapon with watching out for ourselves as we possibly transport some illegal moonshine across state lines in the back of this car or something like that. At that moment, I was petrified, and the young cop's eyes were as big as saucers, and his nervousness at pulling over a pillar of the community had then devolved into sheer fear at being a young officer responsible for a major news story playing out. He needed a senior officer. He needed backup. So the cop said, don't move. Keep your hands where I can see him. And as he backed away toward the rear of the car, he radioed for help. Soon, two cars came flying up, and we heard the other officers get out and a little muffled conversation. Well, the senior cop comes up, and he knew who was there. He said, President Freeman, can you get out of the car? President Freeman said, certainly. Senior cop said, well, sir, can you open up the trunk? Of course, no problem. He opens up the trunk. Nothing but a spare tire. Senior cop sitting there a little puzzled. Sir, do you mind showing me what you have in your glove box? President Freeman, sure. Just some paperwork for the car. And oh, by the way, you probably would like to see my license too. Here it is. Well, the senior cop is completely puzzled at this point. He said, President Freeman, this doesn't make a bit of sense. This rookie cop back here told me you don't have a license, you were not willing to show papers, you had a possible loaded weapon in the glove box, and you had a whole batch of illegal alcohol in the trunk. President Freeman, just shaking his head, says, goodness gracious, I'll bet that lying rascal's trying to tell you I was speeding too. So I was in the back seat now I'm in front of President Freeman. I don't know what's going on behind me. I have no earthly idea. So, and you put Regent Poiteman in the mix, you really don't want to. Anyway, I tell you what, it's wonderful to be with you here today. This is a celebration of several things. It's a celebration of your accomplishments. It's the end of a long path, maybe longer for some than others. But I'll tell you what, you must know that there's more. This is not the end of your education. Whether formally, through more degrees, and for those of you that are getting graduate credentials today, I salute you for you continuing on with your study. Or just informally, through consistent efforts to keep improving yourselves, I want you to keep up your spirit of curiosity, your thirst for knowledge and skills. People talk all the time about becoming lifelong learners. And I don't think that a day goes by that I don't get an opportunity presented to me to stretch myself, to add to my knowledge. But I have to make a choice of actively engaging that opportunity or passively allowing it to go by. One of the wishes that I have for you is that you find a way to seize those active opportunities. It's also a celebration of this campus, Albany State University, and a lot of wonderful things that go on here. One of the things that I did in some research about this campus is I'm learning the system and learning all about all the wonderful assets that we have. Some fun facts, if you will. Do you know the science and health professions faculty here have secured over $15 million in federal grants over the last 5 years? The mathematics and computer sciences area has established a high-performance computing facility. It's used for advanced research, networking, data mining, information assurances, security. Some of those things are absolutely cutting edge and leading the way in higher education. Nursing program, fully approved and licensed by the Georgia Board of Nursing, accredited by the National League for Nursing Accreditation. 100% board pass rate for nurses in 2011, and over a 90% pass rate every year the last 5 years. Absolutely. In arts and humanities, 100% pass rate by music education majors for the entire stretch of the program's existence. 100% placement of those individuals in the music education careers in that existence. Master of Social Work program that, while new, is already getting plaudits from its accreditation agency and is seeking accreditation and may get that a full year ahead of the normal timeline. Some great things going on here, and that's just scratching the surface. It could take me certainly the balance of my time to try and go through other things that I learned as I did my homework. But examples to quality and excellence and the transformative power of higher education, both for individuals and for communities. I salute you and the work that you're doing. And a third celebration that we're having here today is of those that made days like this possible. We owe a tremendous gratitude to others who have helped us along our journey. In Malcolm Gladwell's book, Outliers, which several of you may have seen, the author, in deconstructing and taking apart the concept of success, posits that if you want to understand the success of individuals, you must understand the path that that individual has taken and the people, the opportunities, the circumstances that surrounded and shaped that path. In one section, Gladwell notes that no one, not rock stars, not professional athletes, not software billionaires, and not even geniuses, no one ever makes it alone. Today is one of the days in your life, graduates, where you are having that moment of meaningful reflection. I'm certain that many of you are thinking about teachers in your past. I think some of you are probably thinking about maybe somebody that coached a team you're a part of. Maybe a person in a faith community. Maybe it's a family member that's been there cheering and supporting you in your educational pursuits. Maybe it's a boss or a coworker that inspired you to excellence. Or maybe it's just some person, random, that offered an encouraging word, or they gave you a break that you needed somewhere and has no clue of the difference that they made in your life. These are the family, the friends, the colleagues, the community that has helped to shape you. That's your past, your present, and your future. Many of these folks are attending this ceremony today in support and celebration of your accomplishments. Graduates, let's take one more moment to thank all of these folks. Let's return our appreciation to them and give them a hand for all they've done to make today possible. Now, I don't want to keep you long today. In the balance of my time, I do want to talk about a couple of P's: problem solving and persistence. There are a lot of things I think you're going to take with you as you move into your next chapter of life, but I am certain that these are two tools that you've developed here at Albany State, and they're going to serve you well. The first, being a problem solver. Strive to be innovative. Strive to be creative. a true problem solver that goes beyond the easy, the obvious, and maybe even what you perceive as very limited options that are before you. I was told a story once about a man who'd worked all of his life and had saved all of his money. He was a real miser when he came to money. He loved money more than just about anything. And just before he died, he said to his wife, "Now listen, when I die, I want you to take all of my money and place it in the casket with me. I want to take my money to the afterlife." So he got his wife to promise him with all her heart that when he died, she would put all of that money in the casket with him. Well, one day he died. And the wife was sitting there at the funeral in black next to her closest friend. When they finished the ceremony, just before the undertakers got ready to close the casket, the wife said, "Wait just a minute." She had a shoebox with her. She came over with the box and placed it gently into the casket. Then the undertakers locked the casket down and he rolled it away. Her friend said, "I hope you weren't crazy enough to put all that money in the casket." She said, "Yes, I promised. I'm a God-fearing woman. I can't lie. I promised him that I was going to put that money in that casket with him." "You mean to tell me," her friend said, "that you put every cent of his money in the casket with him?" "I sure did," said the wife. "I got it all together. I put it all in my account, and I wrote him a check." Now, she was innovative. She was a creative problem solver. She certainly was not limited by the obvious options that were laid in front of her. I'd like to think that within your chosen field of study and whatever area of work that you find yourself in, you place yourself into select company when you choose to tackle the hard questions and work the most difficult puzzles. The easy stuff has already been covered. All of it. Rolling up your sleeves, putting on your thinking cap, tackling the problems of the day, that requires stretching the boundaries of what everyone sees as the normal options. Einstein said that the problems that exist in the world today cannot be solved by the same level of thinking that created them. Push those boundaries, tackle the tough issues, and be willing to go that extra mile to find the answers and the solutions. Number two, and finally, be persistent. We hear the phrase sometimes that that person has the right stuff. That same stuff that got you to here today will be the same stuff that will get you there, wherever or whatever there is. All of you started this journey with fellow students, friends, and colleagues. And for a list of reasons, a number of them have not completed this chapter. They've not made it to the point of walking across the stage, shaking the president's hand, and walking off with a hard-earned degree. One of the reasons for your success is that you found a way to move forward when everything else about the situation said take a step back or stop. You were committed to finishing what you started. That same work ethic and persistence, and for some of you, it's just a nice positive outcome of good old-fashioned stubbornness, will be precisely the stuff that allows you to separate yourself from your colleagues and peers from now until you write your final chapter. One part of that is continuing to improve yourself and pass on a love for and appreciation of education. I had the opportunity last night to visit with Arthur and Sylvia Berry, two people that are incredible components of the fabric of this community and this university. I got to visit with Arthur about his art and his passion for life, and I talked some with Sylvia about her teaching career and love of students. In talking, she pointed out that you never really stop teaching, and you certainly never stop learning. Never stop teaching and never stop learning. I thought that was a powerful statement by Ms. Berry. During these challenging economic times, folks have found themselves marginalized, struggling to remain current and flexible in an ever-changing job market. You have to continue to improve yourself. Take this same energy that has led to you being called a college graduate here today and channel that toward making yourself indispensable to future employers. Be that person that is always on the cutting edge in your field or area of work. Position yourself as that valued member of a team that everyone cannot imagine doing without. Always learning, always improving. I want to thank you for allowing me to take a few minutes on this very special day. Congratulations to all of you, and best of luck as you begin the next chapter.
Way to go, Dr. Davis. Thank you for those inspiring words. Dr. Davis, we need you to come back up just for 1 minute, because we have a little something we would like to present to you from the Albany State University family. You've illuminated us, and we believe this minor expression of our appreciation will allow you to illuminate your office. It's a light, and come on, bring it over, Ms. Porter. It's a light that you can place on your desk, and it has a mantle, and the mantle reads, presented by Dr. Everett Freeman, President, Albany State University, Commencement Exercise 2012, Saturday, December 8, 2012. We hope, Dr. Davis, that you enjoy this and that this gives you many years of illumination in your office. Thank you very much for what you've done on our behalf. Thank you. We will now have a selection from the ASU Chorale, followed by the actual awarding of the degrees by our interim provost and vice president for academic affairs, Dr. Richard Green. Dr. Hood, take it away.
Oh, Elijah, oh, Elijah, oh, Elijah, oh, come on, sister, help me to pray. Tell me my Lord done pass his way. Elijah rock. 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 Shout, shout. Elijah rock. Oh, Lord. Elijah rock. Shout, shout. Elijah rock. Oh, Lord. Elijah rock. 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 Shout, shout. Elijah rock. Oh, Lord. Elijah rock. Shout, shout. Elijah rock. Oh, Lord. Saint ain't none but a snake in the grass. He's a conjure. He's a liar. Elijah rock. 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 Shout, shout. Elijah rock. Oh, Lord. Elijah rock. Shout, shout. Elijah rock. Oh, Lord. Elijah rock. If I could, I surely would. Elijah stand on the rock where Moses stood. Elijah if I could, I surely would. Elijah stand on the rock where Moses stood. Elijah rock. 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 Elijah call me.
Thank you, Dr. Hood, and your special choir group. Commencement is a solemn but joyful occasion that is important and meaningful for the university, its faculty, staff, and students. It is a climax and recognition of graduates' years of study. Every student has worked hard to reach this stage, and every student deserves to hear his or her name called. Therefore, all guests, participants are asked to avoid talking, shouting, and moving about during the exercises. Thank you very much in advance. Dr. Freeman, I present to you the candidates for the Educational Specialist degree in Education Administration and Supervision, and the Master's degrees in Business Administration, Criminal Justice, Early Childhood Education, Education Administration and Supervision, Health and Physical Education, Middle Grades Education, School Counseling, Education, and Public Administration. Dr. Grimsley, Assistant Vice President for Academic Affairs, will you please come forward? Also, will the graduates of the graduate programs and the graduate faculty please stand?
Dr. Green, upon the recommendation of the graduate faculty, I'm delighted to present the candidates for the Education Specialist and the Master's degrees in the respective disciplines. These candidates have successfully completed all requirements for their respective degrees and are presented for the conferring of degrees.
Thank you, Dr. Grimsley. The graduates may be seated. Dr. Freeman, I present to you the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts degrees in the departments of English, Modern Languages and Mass Communications, Fine Arts, History, Political Science and Public Administration, and Psychology, Sociology, and Social Work. Dr. Leroy Bynum, Dean of the College of Arts and Humanities, will you please come forward? Will the candidates for the faculty of the College of Arts and Humanities please stand?
Dr. Green, upon the recommendation of the outstanding faculty of the College of Arts and Humanities, I am delighted to present the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts degree. These candidates have successfully completed all requirements for their respective degrees and are presented for the conferring of degrees.
Dr. Bynum, thank you very much. You may be seated. Dr. Freeman, I present to you the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in the departments of Business Administration and Accounting, Business Information Systems, and Marketing. Dr. Fidelis Ecom, Dean of the College of Business, will you please come forward, and will the candidates and the faculty of the College of Business please stand?
Dr. Green, upon the recommendation of the faculty of the College of Business, I present the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree. These candidates have successfully completed requirements for their respective degrees and are presented for the conferring of degrees.
Dr. Ecom and graduates, please be seated. Dr. Freeman, I present to you the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degrees in the departments of Teacher Education and Health and Physical Education. Dr. Kimberly King Jupiter, Dean of the College of Education, will you please come forward? Also, will the candidates and the faculty in the College of Education please stand?
Dr. Green, upon the recommendation of the fierce and fabulous faculty of the College of Education, I present the outstanding candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree. These candidates have successfully completed all requirements for their respective degrees and are presented for the conferring of degrees.
Dr. King Jupiter, thank you. You may be seated, as well as the graduates and the faculty. Dr. Freeman, I present to you the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in the Departments of Criminal Justice and Forensic Science, Mathematics and Computer Science, Natural Science, and Nursing. Dr. Joyce Johnson, Dean of the College of Sciences and Health Professions, will you please come forward? Also, will the candidates and the faculty in the College of Sciences and Health Professions please stand?
Dr. Green, upon the recommendation of the absolutely phenomenal faculty of the College of Sciences and Health Professions, I am delighted to present the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree. These candidates have successfully completed all requirements for their respective degrees and are presented for the conferring of degrees.
Thank you very much. Now, will all of the fabulously outstanding graduates, candidates, please stand?
Thank you, Dr. Green. Dr. Davis, Regent Portervant, what may not be absolutely clear to you is that among the 369 graduates who will be walking across the stage, and graduates, I invite each and every one of you to shake the hand of Provost Green, Dr. Houston Davis, and Regent Portervant. Among the 369 graduates are graduates from the campuses of Waycross and Bainbridge College, who completed their degrees on those campuses, and are Albany State University candidates for the degree with all of the rights and privileges thereunto appertaining. With that, let me confer upon all of you, by the power invested in me by the Board of Regents, Regent Portervant and her colleagues, and the University System of Georgia, I confer upon you your degree which you so rightfully earned with all of the rights and privileges thereunto appertaining. Congratulations.
Please be seated. The first degree awarded is the highest degree awarded by Albany State University, the University Specialist. Next, the master's degrees will be awarded. Dr. Grimsley.
Will all candidates for graduate degrees please stand and come forward? Lewis Cobb, Jr., Education, Administration, and Supervision. Leanne Easom, Education, Administration, and Supervision. Quentin Fuller, Education, Administration, and Supervision. Sharika Renee Hughley, Education, Administration, and Supervision. Andre Simmons, Education, Administration, and Supervision. Cedric Clark, Business Administration. Angelia Dotz, Business Administration. Anitra Michelle Killings, Business Administration. Fayette Robinson, Business Administration. Jessica Bailey, Early Childhood Education. Joy Barris, Early Childhood Education. Jasmine Beal, Early Childhood Education. Tarika Bruton, Early Childhood Education. Leah Vanessa Ewings, Early Childhood Education. Elizabeth Fletcher, Early Childhood Education. Dominique Michelle Green, Early Childhood Education. Julie Hampton, Early Childhood Education. Shayla Marie Juster, Early Childhood Education. Luciana Lockwood, Early Childhood Education. Sharon Hamilton Lowe, Early Childhood Education. Debbie McDonald, Early Childhood Education. Jason Reese, Early Childhood Education. Jerona Lavette Waiters, Early Childhood Education. Nikita Walker, Early Childhood Education. Kia Watts, Early Childhood Education. Kimberly Vontrice Wimberly, Early Childhood Education. Corey Sanford, Education Administration and Supervision. Tiambi Walker, Education Administration and Supervision. Torrance Williams, Education Administration and Supervision. Shalisha Thais Zinneman, Health and Physical Education. Chester Allen Arthur Taylor III, Mathematics Education. Brian Bush, Middle Grades Education. Crystal Clemens, Middle Grades Education. Ashlyn Dowell, Middle Grades Education. Lenora Martin Hall, Middle Grades Education. Cordelia O'Brien Holloway, Middle Grades Education. Jarshi Lachey Jenkins, Middle Grades Education. Sarah Elizabeth Mack, Middle Grades Education. Stanley McCormick, Middle Grades Education. Yolanda Monique Skinner, School Counseling. Vanessa Williams, School Counseling. Shaniqua Bird, Science Education. Thelema Lamar, Science Education. Samantha Williams, Special Education. Jeremy Bivens, Public Administration. Takara Bivens, Public Administration. LaShonda Cotrice Carter, Public Administration. Narsha Shantina Collins, Public Administration. Stephanie Cooper, Public Administration. Jessica Dorsey, Public Administration. Jessica Nicole Dorsey, Public Administration. Jessica Hurd, Public Administration. Yolanda Hoggabook, Public Administration. Tracy Marie Lamb, Public Administration. Jamarian Keith Little, Public Administration. Sandra Y. Mitchell, Public Administration. Kalina Lavon Mormon, Public Administration. Notavia Lynette Searcy, Public Administration. Christy Studstill, Public Administration. Shaquaylin L. Worrells, Public Administration. Pauline Laverne Brown, Criminal Justice. Miska Golfin Phelps, Criminal Justice. Jared Tyler Green, Criminal Justice. Calimbria Jantia Green, Criminal Justice. Tony Williams, Criminal Justice. Andrea Lovett Dozier, Nursing.
Let's give him another hand. You may be seated. We are wearing very colorful graduation garb, as some would call it. Hoods are the most distinctive feature of the academic attire. They are lined with silk in the colors of the institution granting the academic degree and trimmed in velvet in a color representing the discipline. As indicated in your program booklet, the color of the tassel also represents the discipline. Seniors graduating with honors are wearing honor cords. Seniors with grade point averages of 3.5 to 3.74 have cum laude honors and are identified by the white cords. Magna cum laude honors are identified by the blue cords for those seniors with grade point averages of 3.75 to 3.89. The highest honors are those with summa cum laude, identified by gold cords for those seniors with grade point averages of 3.9 to 4.0. Let's give them an applause. The final degrees to be awarded are those for the bachelor's degrees. Dr. Bynum, come forward.
Will the absolutely unparalleled candidates of the College of Arts and Humanities please stand and come forward? Latore Vignette Anthony, English. Sitara Armisha Carson, English. Destiny Krishandra Desjournay, English. Latoya Tayana Lachey Roan, History. Taylor Nicole Adams, Mass Communication. Bernard Kwasi Adusei Jr., Mass Communication. Jacoby David Carter, Mass Communication. Shabrika Chantal Carter, Mass Communication. Sharina Colvonia Dalton, Mass Communication. Janelle LaFay Parker, Mass Communication. Brittany Nicole Scott, Mass Communication. John Terrio C. Stokes, Mass Communication. Acacia Marie Williams, Mass Communication. Dahlia Bernice Williams, Mass Communication. Marcy Michelle Williams, Mass Communication. Jade Tiara Anderson, Music Education. Corey Bronson, Music Education. Robert F. Galbraith III, Music Education. Thomas Scott Lamb, Music Education. Carlos Darnell McKibben II, Music Education. Kimberly Nicole Brooks, Political Science. Mariah Sherelle Clark, Political Science. Kiara Elise Pesley, Political Science. Taisha Sierra Adams, Psychology. Jasmine Rashonda Bennett, Psychology. Jasmine Latasha Brooks, Psychology. Teansha Parise Brown, Psychology. Valencia N. Bryant, Psychology. Trevor Trinice Clemens, Psychology, cum laude, Honors Program Merit Scholar. Asia Etheridge, Psychology. Sharoyce Ariel Greer, Psychology. Sierra Marie Hunt, Psychology. Shamika Kenyon Jackson, Psychology. Brian Rodriguez Johnson, Psychology. Trivia Yvonne Johnson, Psychology. Christian Varel Jones, psychology, cum laude. Sierra Nicole McIvory, psychology. Ambi Shanice McManus, psychology. Amanda Mariah Merchant, psychology. Brianna Nicole Person, psychology. Crystal Smith, psychology. Lauren Rochelle Strozer, psychology. Jessica Taylor, psychology. Charmaine Monique Trice, psychology. George Jackson Vinson Jr., psychology. Brittany C. Chesser, social work. Portia Von Shea Ford, social work. DeJerica Dejanay Hines, social work. Maisha LaShawn Huntley, social work. Brandy Nicole Mathis, social work. Gabriela Lopez Munoz, social work. Vontresa Jackson Stevens, social work. Patricia Ann Williams, social work. Licia Salan Wright, social work. Latoria Siobhan Anderson, sociology. Karen Hall, sociology. Danielle Janice Henry, sociology. Alfreda Rudine Hodges, sociology. Tequila Keyshawn Willoughby, sociology. Christopher Amar Atkinson, magna cum laude, honors program merit scholar, speech and theater. Caroline Elizabeth Grant, speech and theater. Arts and humanities graduates, you may be seated.
Dr. Ecom,
Will the candidates of the College of Business please stand and come forward? Trudy Branch, Accounting. Wesley Brannax, Accounting. Candice Levant, Accounting. Conisha Miller, Accounting, magna cum laude. Brandy Mims, Accounting, cum laude, honors program merit scholar. Prince Stokely II, Accounting. Alicia Tompkins, Accounting. Tavares Carson, Business Information Systems. Kedrick Brown, Management. Brittany Bonnet, Management. Sage Butts, Management. Shannon Colbert, Management. Mona Lisa Darby, Management. Joel Davis, Management. Aisha Dunn, Management. Amon Evans, Management. Adrienne Francois, Management. Kofi Hickson, Management. Brittany Jackson, Management. Amber Johnson, Management. Okay, hold on then. Brittany Johnson, Management, cum laude. Jennifer Johnson, Management. Sasha Johnson, Management. Barbara Johnson Clark, Management. Antonio Lane Jr., Management. Edward Linder, Management. Del Mario Marshall, Management. Michelle Merritt, Management. Prince Nwachukwu, Management. Janae Panther, Management. Melissa Parks, Management. Ebony Scott, Management. Jasmine Scott, Management. Twyla Simmons, Management. William Smalls, Management. Whitney Stewart, Management. Kyra Strong, Management. Ahmad Tope, Management. Joffe Wright, Management. Ambrosia Austin, Marketing. Victoria Bird, Marketing. Shatoria Clemens, Marketing. Ryan Forward, Marketing. Amber Holloway, Marketing. Bryson Mitchell, Marketing. Sonique O'Neill, Marketing. Richard Phillips Jr., Marketing. Marlies Pugh, Marketing. Tomilola Shobo, Marketing. Sade Woods, Marketing. Terry Rocks, Technology Management. Ladies and gentlemen, the future business leaders, accountants, healthcare managers, and marketing analysts.
Please be seated. Dr. King Jupiter.
Will the phenomenal candidates of the College of Education please stand and come forward? India Cimbria Adams, Early Childhood Education. Kyoko Camise Austin, Early Childhood Education. Samantha Arnold Bennett, Early Childhood Education. Ashley Noel Brooks, Early Childhood Education. Patricia Brown, Early Childhood Education. Yvette Caseman, Early Childhood Education. LaShanita Lashir Cribb. Veronica Brachelle Crockett, Early Childhood Education. Courtney Lachey Edie, Early Childhood Education. Quentin Jamal Eberhardt, Early Childhood Education. Brittany Nicole Cruz, Early Childhood Education, summa cum laude. Carmen Simmons, Early Childhood Education. Beverly Louise Smith, Early Childhood Education, cum laude. Barbara Wallace, Early Childhood Education. Jordan Waller, Early Childhood Education. Katrina Lynn West, Early Childhood Education. Faith Arlene Fogarty, Health and Physical Education, dual major, Health, Physical Education, and Recreation. LaKendria Monique Frazier, Health, Physical Education, and Recreation. Robert Gervin Sr., Health, Physical Education, and Recreation. Ashley Amanda Jackson, Health, Physical Education, and Recreation. Shauna Corrine Little, Health, Physical Education, and Recreation. Alonzo Curtis Lockett, Jr., Health, Physical Education, and Recreation. Kennedy Wayne Miller, Jr., Health, Physical Education, and Recreation. Precious Monique Peak, Health, Physical Education, and Recreation. Bryant Rondell Peterson, Health, Physical Education, and Recreation. Cameron Walker, Health, Physical Education, and Recreation. Brittany Velez White, Health, Physical Education, and Recreation. Kristen Bandu, Middle Grades Education. Alicia Bostick, Middle Grades Education, cum laude. Quentin Brooks, Middle Grades Education. Erica Gaines, Middle Grades Education. What's your name? Gresham? Adrian Gresham, Middle Grades Education. Natasha Hall, Middle Grades Education. Timothy Hardwick, Middle Grades Education. Francis Hopkins, Middle Grades Education. Shayla Rochelle Howard, Middle Grades Education. Shahida Sakira Johnson, Middle Grades Education. John Antonio McAllister Jr., Middle Grades Education. Brittany Yvette Neely, Middle Grades Education. Nakisha Thornton, Middle Grades Education. Nian Allegra Wooten, Middle Grades Education, magna cum laude. Amber Michelle Lawson, Special Education. Quintessa Sheree Robertson, Special Education. Lavonda Yvette Waters, Special Education. The bedrock of knowledge for our community has officially graduated, the College of Ed.
Please be seated. Dr. Johnson.
Will the magnificent candidates in the College of Sciences and Health Professions please stand and come forward? Umalara Akintade, Biology. Danielle Albritton, Biology. Fayola Braithwaite, Biology. Michael Centarius Brown, Biology. Shamika Nicole Brownlee, Biology, cum laude. Amanda Michelle Bryant, Biology. Jalissa Nicole Calhoun, Biology. Kashanta Ellis, Biology. Brianna Trelisa Fields, biology. Courtney Siobhan Fleming, biology. Jasmine Antoinette Foster, biology. William Alexander Hall, biology. Tanya Marie Horn, biology. Allison Trinita Houston, biology. LaShawn Simone Irby, biology. Sierra LaShadow Jennings, biology. Brandon Warren Johnson, biology. Shanice Jones, biology. Joycelyn Knight, biology. Jamaria McBride, biology. Kearney McDowell, biology. Deshauna Ray Antoinette McNeely, biology. Colin Monroe, biology. Brandon Porter, biology. DeMarcus Willingham, biology. Vanessa Woodard, biology. Jocelyn Young, biology. Dominique Zealous, biology. Dinashley Eustache, chemistry. Kirsten Goodman, Honor Program Merit Scholar, chemistry. Courtney C., chemistry. Stephanie Craddock, computer science. Cassandra Henderson, computer science. Ashley Winfield, computer science. Jasmine Tia Anderson, criminal justice. DeMarcus Blunt, criminal justice. Shanice Renee Brooks, criminal justice. Barry Campbell, criminal justice. Andrew Childs, criminal justice, cum laude. Jasmine Kraft, criminal justice. Anika Fambro, criminal justice. Centoria Fed, criminal justice. Ashley Fleming, criminal justice. Shamika Foster, criminal justice. Rochelle Galladay, criminal justice. Kyla Griggs, criminal justice. Crystal Hall, criminal justice. Raven Hurd, criminal justice. Ricardo Holton, criminal justice. Shavius Jackson, criminal justice. Latisha Marie Johnson, criminal justice. LaShandria McAllister, criminal justice. Monica Lachey McCoy, criminal justice. Deanna Porter, criminal justice. Julia Jefferson Rainey, criminal justice. Regina Antoinette Smith, criminal justice. Shaquanta Smith, criminal justice. Shamanica Trimble, criminal justice. India Vieira, criminal justice. Taranya Wildgoose, criminal justice. Simone Wilkerson, criminal justice. Brittany Charmaine Donaldson, forensic science, cum laude. Nakia Nicole Henderson, forensic science. Shalicia Chardonnay McConnell, forensic science. Sheldon Lamar Mobley, forensic science. Jaquila F. Potts, forensic science. Jaderica Akia Smith, forensic science. Tony Kristen Smith, forensic science. Tranisha Monica Smothers, forensic science. Monica Shea West, forensic science. Brittany Antoinette Gabriel, mathematics. James Little, mathematics, summa cum laude, honor program merit scholar. Vanessa Simpkins, mathematics, cum laude. Ashley Sumter, mathematics. Randall Crawford Jr., nursing. April Hurley, nursing, cum laude. Valerie Jameson, nursing. Ladies and gentlemen, the next scientists, health professionals, and criminal justice scholars from the College of Sciences and Health Professions.
Will all of the candidates for graduation please stand? Graduates, you may now move your tassels from the right side to the left. Thank you. Thank you very much. You may now be seated.
To the graduates, President Freeman, to our speaker, Dr. Davis, other program participants, families of graduates, faculty and staff, friends and visitors, good morning. I've been given the distinct honor and responsibility to induct the graduates into the Albany State University's National Alumni Association. The primary purpose of this Alumni Association is to promote and support the interests of Albany State University through soliciting gifts, recruiting students and alumni, and to serve as a protector of the heritage of Albany State University. To the graduates, I say congratulations. You should be so proud of what you've accomplished. Just know that Albany State University leads you to anywhere you want to go and whatever you want to become, so go out and make your dream a reality.
If there isn't a career waiting for you, just remember, you have the power to create your own career. After all, you have the DNA for success. You are golden rams. As you leave today, I ask that you join a local chapter of the Alumni Association and become faithful contributing members. Stay connected with Albany State University. You, along with your supporting cast, did what was necessary to ensure your achievement today. Continue the tradition by helping to pave the way for future Albany State Rams. And now let's make this official. Graduates, please stand and raise your right hand as I read the oath of induction. I do hereby pledge to support and follow the bylaws, rules, and regulations of Albany State University's National Alumni Association to advance the goals of the university through involvement with alumni, to establish mutually beneficial relations between the university and its alumni and friends, to promote the interest of Albany State University and university family, and to act as a vigilant protector of the heritage of Albany State University. If you agree with this pledge, please state, "I do." With the powers vested in me, I do hereby induct each of you into the association and welcome you as new alumni. Thank you, and again, congratulations.
Okay, you've been good. Please sit down. Please have a seat. You've been good. You refrained from demonstration. Now let it all out. Let's hear it. Oh, you can do better than that. Come on. That's what I'm talking about. There you go. That's it. Now that you are dancing, please translate that dance into financial contributions to your alma mater. We dance to the sound of music and money that helps those who will follow you earn the education that you have so richly enjoyed. It is a privilege to welcome you, as has Ms. Wilson, into the family of Albany State University alumni. DeMarcus Blunt walked across the stage, and it reminded me that I did not remember when I talked about Waycross College and Bainbridge College to also make mention of our other institution from which students have come and have completed their undergraduate degrees. Andrew College, we have graduates in our graduating class who started at Andrew College and have finished here. Darton College, and in the case of our good alum, DeMarcus Blunt, Albany Technical College. So I'm pleased that we have made real the mandate of the Chancellor and the Board of Regents to, in fact, create seamless opportunities for students to attend Albany State University and graduate. Again, congratulations, graduates one and all. I'd like to just acknowledge a couple of individuals in the audience. One of them is the beloved Dean of the college, the beloved Dean of Students, the beloved Vice President for Student Affairs, none other than Dr. C.W. Grant. Dr. Grant, could you please stand? So many of you were influenced by Dr. Grant and remember him fondly. Also, I'd like to recognize the members. There was a young lady who walked across the stage named Mormon, and that name always gets a rise out of me because of the fact that the mayor of Baconton, Georgia, is a Mormon. none other than Mayor Annette Mormon. Mayor Mormon, would you please stand up and be recognized, the Mayor of Baconton, Georgia. And she comes from a long line of Albany State alumni and alumnus, and sitting next to her is an alumna who I'm so fond of, and is her sister and former employee of Albany State University, Olivia Mormon. Olivia, it is so good to see you here. Also joining us this morning is a member of the school board of Dougherty County and a good friend of Albany State and a champion of Albany State, and that is Mr. Milton Griffin. Mr. Griffin, a member of the school board, would you please rise and be recognized? Also with us is a man who has not missed a single commencement since being appointed the sheriff of this beloved county, Dougherty County. It is none other than Sheriff Spruill. Sheriff, would you stand up and be recognized? Thank you, Sheriff, for coming time after time. There's so many other people to be recognized. I will not do justice if I begin going beyond that point in recognizing people who are here, but I do want to recognize and ask all retirees, ask all alums of Albany State University, and ask all current faculty, staff of Albany State University to please rise so this audience can recognize all of you. Well done. Well done all. As we move to the conclusion of this commencement, I will ask our Director of Alumni Affairs, Ms. Wendy Wilson, to come forward and join us in the alma mater, and I will ask all of you to stand for the alma mater. When we have completed the alma mater, I will ask Reverend Adams to come forward and give us the benediction, so please remain standing for the benediction. And after his benediction, I would ask you to remain standing yet again for the procession out of this hall. Thank you one and all for being part of this wonderful program and this wonderful day. Thank you all.
Let us pray. Now may the living, compassionate, holy, and redeeming God go with you into a new future that begins this very moment. May he go before you to lead you, behind you to protect you, beside you to befriend you, and within you to strengthen you. Amen.